Alright, this is Jim Heising here again at the Bonneville Locks in Bonneville on the Columbia River. I'm on my Hobie TI Tandem Island, and it's a sailing catamaran, if you're not familiar with what that is, and I'm getting ready to lock through. I have the whole place to myself. So we just got in and we are waiting for the rear gate to close, which is happening right now. And I wonder if I can switch the orientation here. No, I guess I can't switch the orientation. Sorry for the portrait view. Anyways, we are getting ready to go. Looks like the rear gate is closed. I'm at mooring bit number 5. Interesting, there's some graffiti there. That's pretty ballsy. All right. Lock operator again was really, really nice as usual. Said I had a cool rig, which I would agree with him. It's pretty darn cool. This is the last lock of my trip, and actually this is where I'm going to be ending my trip today. Just after this, I'll technically have met the waters of the Pacific Ocean, even though I didn't make it quite as far as I wanted to. I'm gonna call it good, and hopefully in the future I will be doing this again in the lower half. This is the big mooring bit that rises and falls with the lock. You can see now the wet concrete where the water was. So we've gone down, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 feet already. I don't know the height of this lock. It might be one of the shorter ones, but we'll see. There's the gate that's holding everything in. Holding, I guess, the river back. And here's the gate, which is, I guess, theoretically a gateway to the Pacific Ocean. This is the last lock on the way to the Pacific Ocean. After this, the river is influenced by tides. It's influenced by, influenced by tides. So it's theoretically part of the Pacific, I guess you could argue. And this is the last part of it here. As soon as I get through those doors, that'll be it. I'd say we're probably down maybe 8 feet now. just keep going. The lock operator told me to be ready to unwind very quickly if this bit holds up. I have seen boats that were tied off incorrectly to these things and ended up almost flipping over because the water goes down, but the boat doesn't go down. So you got to be pretty careful. I've seen that happen in the Seattle Ballard locks before. So I definitely want to be ready quickly if this mooring bit hangs up. Everyone who just joined, if you just joining, I'm on the Bonneville Locks in the Bonneville Dam on the border of Oregon and Washington on the Columbia River, and this is the final lock to the Pacific Ocean. Beyond this is the rest of the Columbia River, and it is influenced by tides, so theoretically there is Pacific Ocean water after this lock right here. This is my 4th lock, so I'm pretty much getting used to them. At least I'm not afraid to go through them anymore. Continuing to go down. Let's see here. Get you a better view of how that looks. Here we go. I'd say we're probably a good, 20 or 30 feet now. My dad said that I was 60 feet above sea level yesterday, I guess, so I can't imagine this goes any deeper than 60 feet, but maybe the GPS wasn't exactly right, so we'll see. This dam reminds me a little bit more of McNary, similar construction with the big, I don't know what you'd call those, French door type gates. The John Day had one with almost like a drawbridge or like a guillotine type of gate where they would take it up and lower it, and then I think it was the Dowels had one that was more like I don't even know how to describe it, like a door wedge kind of a dam. At least this one doesn't have those annoying drains that get you all wet. This is a pretty dry dam. Retry the lock. Calm down. Sorry for the getting to the portrait mode. It's just easier to hold on to the phone this way, and I've got my hands tied with ropes and radios and motors. So probably will have to set it down here in a minute too when we start to move again. Pretty high up there now. This is the part that always scares me. Holding back. Quite a lot of water. Or friendly. I believe they operate the locks. I'm pretty sure they do. Continuing to be lowered.